What's going on, guys? It's Sep, and today we're going to be going over the FR0ST-EE5s build everybody has been telling me to try out. So, recently I made a Duskfield build, going over how quickly you could get Duskfields and how they're getting buffed and how incredible they are already. But a few people went, hey Sep, you have 8 Discipline, Grenade Kickstart, and you run Double Bomber, which currently isn't on my cloak, and I'll fix that. But have you thought about FR0ST-EE5s? Because apparently a Duskfield grenade every like 12 seconds isn't enough. Sure, man. So we're going to be going over FR0ST-EE5s today, and the thing about FR0ST-EE5s is that they increase your melee, grenade recharge, dodge energy, all while sprinting. That's all you have to do. As soon as you start sprinting, then all of your abilities just start coming back. If you dodge, you get your normal sprint buff, which is 6.25%. It'll be for 10 seconds, which is actually pretty substantial, considering Dragon Shadow is, you know, around that long as well. So that's not too bad. That's a nice rhythm. But it is the same sprint buff that you get from Stompies, Dragon Shadow, etc. So FR0ST-EE5s, you know, being another kind of mobility exotic. I am going to be running Marksman Dodge, just get dodges more often. But I don't think it's entirely necessary if I'm sprinting enough. We'll see what the balance is looking like. But we're going to give it a shot because everybody is telling me to use them. And I just don't see how more grenades could really be useful. But to heck with it. We'll go for it. Why not? More grenades it is. Let's just go into a game and figure that out. We're going to be running a sidearm build, make it nice and aggressive as well. I do have Perpetual Motion on for everyone that told me to run Encore. Encore adds a stacking range bonus if you get headshots, which aren't that common, and the range does not do much for sidearms. So I'd recommend that you guys do try out Perpetual Motion if you are not running Mechaniers, due to the fact that you do get the handling and reload as well, which is abysmal on this gun. If you do run Mechaniers, then run Encore. I don't really care. You can do whatever you want. Stability doesn't do much either, so it's kind of a toss-up, you know, the third perk. But, you know, I think it's up to preference at that point. All right, let's hop into a game. All right, it looks like we got a game of Convergence. Here's the fashion. Convergence sucks, but it's fine. Why is this in PvE? What? Weird. Oh, I changed it to Bomber, by the way, while we're waiting for this insanely long loading screen. I guess we can talk about all of the wonderful mods that I have on. Okay, there we go. I think I already showed them anyway. Gonna dodge for the sprint speed, and he kills himself. That's fine. Go ahead and throw down the dust, cut them off. We do have one on each side of us, so let's make sure that we are taking them one at a time. Is he getting around the snow globe? He is. Cuts people off super nicely, though. We are getting the grenades super quick, which is nice. Could not see him, so I decided to break the ice. Does a little bit of damage to him, and third partying. And it allows us to get our grenade energy back. Remember, that is part of the build to break... Oh, hello, Witherhoard. To break your crystal to get the improved ability to regen. We do already have our Duskfield back, though, so we will be here. This guy has an obsession with throwing grenades at his feet. And let's see how quickly we're getting our grenade back. Back a little bit faster. I think it's about 3% every second. Is 3% fast when it's already a short cooldown? Doesn't really seem to make a difference. I think FR0ST-EE5s are super viable when they're used for... Silly goose. When they're used for, like, cooling down something it takes, like, minutes to cool down. Like flux grenades. If you use focus breathing and rapid cooldown on FR0ST-EE5s, you get your flux grenades back. I think that's justifiable. It's a one-hit grenade. When something already has a fast cooldown, it's just so hardly noticeable. That's insane to me. And by insane, you know, I just mean the game's being goofy, as always. Block him off, make sure that he can't push us, and then, you know. Holy heck, that's fun. Someone actually should be spawning right here. Which they are. Did not matter though, they were ready for us, and I jumped because I'm used to having Mechaniers on. That's the other thing, is I'm also trading off like this ever so slightly faster grenade cooldown for Mechaniers or Stompies, which always have your sprint boost, or Dragon Shadow, which gives handling to all weapons. It's not bad. Not bad at all. And Frosties, you know, they have their purposes. But for everyone that was recommending it for this build specifically, I just don't know if I love it. Let's see how quick we're getting it back. It's just the second I sprint. It's not momentum based or anything. It just looks the same. It is nice that it triggers the second you start sprinting, though. Oh, good. Oh, good. Nice healing grenade. You silly goose. The verdict, I would say, is that the rapid cooldown, the 3% that you get every second, is extremely useful for a lot of things, but not when your abilities already cool down insanely quickly. All I'm getting out of this feels like the slightly faster dodge cooldown and the sprint boost from dodging. When in reality, I think I'd just rather use Stompies or Dragon Shadow. Stompies that always have it, Dragon Shadow gives significantly more when you do it. So, if you guys like the video, make sure to drop a like. It is a quirky little build, and I get where you guys are coming from because you're like, more grenades, but it's just not doing much. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.